If you're becoming a copywriter or if you want to become a copywriter, I guarantee in both those cases, this video will be of value to you. So the number one thing that I realized after doing copywriting for so long, I have actually been doing it for about 1.5 years now. So the number one thing that I realized is that it will take a lot more time than you would expect. So my dumbass thought that after starting copywriting, I would start earning in about 2 or 3 months. And that is the most realistic and bullshit thing that I thought, because for most cases, for the 99% of population or copywriters, it will be at least 6 months of hard work before they earn a single penny. And I thought that I could make it like 2 or 3 months minimum or maximum, I should say, that I would start earning, and not just any earning, I would start earning 10K per month, which sounds unrealistic as shit now that I think about, because it's been 1.5 years and I still haven't earned a single penny. But that's the first thing that I would like to you to keep in mind, that it's gonna take at least a year realistically if you do everything right, and not and you just get, I don't know, like you work really hard and you do everything right, you can expect at least a year before you can make any money. And if you're really lucky, you might make it earlier. And all it all really also depends on your hard work. Like in those 1.5 years, you could say that on average, I was working about 1.5 hour on copywriting daily, because I also had school. I was doing a bunch of other stuff. So if you're working like 12 hours a day, which is completely unrealistic, and that's why I thought that I would do too. Okay, like I'm getting a week or 2 weeks of holidays, and even right now I was thinking that okay, I have these 3 months of holidays from school, I will work like a dog and grind on my business. But that's unrealistic. Like, you're human, bro, come on, admit that shit. You're not some military or some Elon Musk that can work for so long. So you have a realistic expectation of everything before you go into it. And the next thing that I would suggest you is to not go into email copywriting or do like small ads, social media ads, because that thing is saturated online. Everybody says that they're an email copywriter and they can do email marketing campaigns for you, because that's the most easiest thing that you can do in copywriting. Because writing an email, like, everybody is familiar with what is an email, what is a subject line, and they can just easily straight like just get into it. But if you talk about sales pages, landing pages, advertorials, like product descriptions, like those are things that you actually need to put effort in, and it's way more difficult to learn. And some people, they're just longer. Like emails are maximum, you can say 200 300 words, and but on the other hand, the sales pages, the VSAs, these things are 5,000 words, 10,000 words. So it's more difficult to learn those. And this is another tip that I would like to give you, is focus on cold traffic copy. There's two types of copy basically you can write, which is, one is for warm lead, which is already familiar with your business or brand, and they want to buy from you basically. Because let's say you are my fan and I sell you a product, you will be more likely to buy it from me compared to a stranger, right? So that's the difference between cold and warm leads. So as a business, they will definitely be interacting with a lot of cold audience. So they will like a writer who can write good cold traffic copy, right? That can make cold traffic convert. So focus more on that on your earlier stages, and write long form copy like sales pages, landing pages, VSLs. Like these things get firstly, you can charge more for these. Like for email, you can charge a maximum of $100 or $200 per email, and this is like the top of the line emails. But for a sales pages, like you can charge $1,000 for a shitty sales page that doesn't convert well, and for a good sales page you can charge upwards of $5,000. So keep that thing in mind while going. And even like the most copywriters I have seen in the market are email copywriters. So you can just say that email copywriting is very saturated right now, and you should focus more on cold traffic copy. And that's just not me saying it. There's also another guy that I follow, and his name is Zurich. He's on YouTube, but he doesn't post much on there. I'm actually subscribed to his email list, and on there he says that he's an agency owner basically, and he says that he has 20 clients and none of them can fight good cold traffic copywriters. So learn cold traffic copy. And another thing that I realized is learning from the OG copywriters, like guys which were the top of the game, top notch copywriters in the 1970s, in the 1980s. Like, get their books, learn from them. They're not very expensive at all either. You can get it for $5, $3. And all those YouTube guys who pretend that they're like six-figure earners, maybe they just got lucky, because let's be honest, these guys have probably been doing copy for 5 years, right? and all this online info products marketing, these sort of things just got popular a few years ago. So they were the first dogs in there, and they just got every client they could possibly get, and now they're just getting referred. They are more famous, and you just can't aim for the same. Like maybe one or two of you get their place, but it's unlikely that you can do the same things as them and get the same results as them, because they have already taken the top position in the market, right? If a guy can earn six figures just by writing emails, it's very likely that you won't be that guy, because if he can write emails, then most likely he's writing emails for a lot of people, because emails don't take a lot of time. So you want to focus on cold traffic, right? So that's basically what I'm getting at, is focus on cold traffic copy, because that pays a lot more, and that is a lot more scarce in this current market. And the next thing that I would say is focus more on your written copy compared to outreach. Like you want to do both, but if you're just starting out, focus your first 2 to 3 months on just written copy, like get good. Because I thought that I was good at writing copy for a long time. For probably my first 6 to 7 months of starting copywriting, I thought that I was absolutely like I can convert like crazy. And because I didn't have any clients at the time, so I didn't really have a big test rate, but I thought I was really good. And then I got I got into contact with the coach, and she just ripped apart my copy, like this is wrong, correct this. And I was like, damn, I'm not that good at all. And now that I look at my copy myself, I'm ashamed of it, to be honest. That I thought, okay, someone is gonna pay me for this piece of shit that nobody would even read for free. Like, oh, fuck. That's another mistake I made. And the next thing is platforms, on which platform you should outreach and build your you can say following on. So I started from Instagram basically, and I used to follow these guys named Zenos and Tyson Forley. These both recommended Instagram pages, and like optimize your profile and then start reaching out to your potential businesses on Instagram. And I did about 400 500 outreaches, but I didn't get a single client from them. And that could be on not could be, but it is actually my fault, because my copy wasn't that good at all. I shouldn't have been outreaching at that time. But at the same time, Instagram is not a place where people are expecting business, right? Because it is a place where they go to relax, talk to their friends, upload sexy pictures, all those kind of things. So that's why I thought that, okay, Instagram is not working for me, I should probably shift to another different platform. So at the time I had two choices. I thought that what is the platform that rich guys use, because that's where the most money is at. So two platforms came to my mind, LinkedIn and Twitter. So I had a choice between both of them, but I thought LinkedIn is more corporate, and as I am young, I want some of that corporate, knowledge and insider knowledge. So I went to there and started uploading there at the start of this year, and now I'm about 550 followers, and it's doing well. I have to say, it's not the best, but it's all right. And I have built such an account that I can just send outreaches, and nobody will think that it's shady or just a newcomer, things like that. And another thing with Instagram outreach is that with an Instagram page, you can't use it as a credible source of your, let's say, a portfolio, or you can't basically give social proof with Instagram on LinkedIn. But with LinkedIn account, you can do it on Instagram. So the other day, I don't have my Instagram profile, which I used to do outreaches, but now from a main account, I was just using Instagram, and I came across a page which had shitty ads for anime printing mugs, like you would custom print your anime on that. And I texted the guy, and for credibility, I just said, because I had like a private profile, informal, you can say, profile picture, whatever. So I just said, for credibility, this is my LinkedIn. And he didn't ask the second question about my credibility or why do I know copywriting, where you proof. He could just visit my LinkedIn and see all my posts there. So I thought that was really nice, and LinkedIn really paid off right there, that I didn't have to write any convincing post on Instagram or convince the guy a lot that, okay, I am a copywriter, I can do. He just take a look at he just took one look at my LinkedIn profile and just said, okay, he knows what he's doing, let's talk business. Now unfortunately I didn't make that guy as a client yet. He's still a lead, but all in all, I just thought that Instagram was still worse than LinkedIn. And if you want to start a new brand or a new profile on one of these platforms, I would suggest either go for Twitter or LinkedIn. And Twitter, I would give more priority to right now, because like the world's richest man, Elon Musk, uses Twitter. Another guy that I follow, that I just told you about, he is also on Twitter. So if I had to say for yourself on what platform should you build your portfolio on or your profile on, I would say choose Twitter over LinkedIn, because Twitter is mostly writing and you can flex a lot of your copywriting, a lot of your copywriting skills over there compared to LinkedIn. But LinkedIn is actually also good because a lot more small to medium business owners and their people use LinkedIn, because some businesses even have a requirement that you must build your LinkedIn profile to work here and stuff like that. So that's also good, but it is your choice. You can do whatever you want. And other than that, I would suggest that copywriting is still not saturated. There is still a chance that you can make your way in. Just focus on the right things. Don't focus a lot on emails or short form content. Focus on long form copy, because nobody is writing that. And if you can get good at it, a lot of people will be willing to pay you a lot of money to get copy written from you. And if you can actually convert that, you can easily become a millionaire just from writing copy. So that's it from me. See you.